Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. So this one is going to be 7.4.5 again, and on this path we're going to be taking the left hand side here, which starts with this Professor X. Now the node combination on this path is slightly weird. It has this Wombo combo, and then whenever you knock them down by a special attack or heavy attack, they then become debuff immune, and they also have a special 2 bias. So the Wombo combo node is a new one. I don't remember really seeing that before. But basically for each basic hit that you put on them, you then give them like a prowess that activates whenever they don't throw a special attack. But because of the special 2 bias, they're more likely to want to only throw the special 2s rather than a special 1. As I say, that Professor X throws a special 1. So the good thing about obviously using Human Torch on Professor X is the fact that you can get your heat temperature up so then the falter can't affect you. And yeah, so if you really wanted to, you could use your Nova Flames here, but I choose to use it in a later fight. You can see there that there's the prowess that's sat on Professor X. So basically what happens now, because of the Wombo combo nerf, is that if I am to knock them down with these prowesses active, what would happen is then they would take the direct damage. As you can see there, I was slightly late, so missed it, and then I got caught by a combination from Professor X. You can see it around here, I think it is. I might not even do it again in this fight. It's been a little while since I did this video. Oh, sorry, I did this path. So I'm going to throw them, I'm going to hit them there, and as you can see now they have all these prowesses. So if I can get a heavy attack or knock them down in this time, they'd be taking direct damage per one of them prowesses that gets kind of like nullified. But it's not really too big of an issue. As you can see, without knocking them down, because of how many smolds I now have me, it's just Professor X basically ends up like killing himself. So going to this next fight here, and we're going to be against Venom. So on this node, and the way this is going to work, with Dr. Doom especially, because it's debuff immune on knockdown and not just stun immune, the passive stun from Dr. Doom's special 3 actually still works and still counts. That's always been the case. So whenever it says debuff immune rather than stun immune, you're fine to hit off with passive stuns. That's fine, nothing will get changed. The only thing to remember is with a Doom cycle like this that now they're going to go debuff immune for a few seconds, but that's fine. We're only going to be using either the special 1 to gain power back or to use and abuse the function. We're not going to be using it for any other reason. So there you go, steal back to 2 bars of power, and then we're going to try and get back to a special 3 again quick. As you can see, we get back to it, that's fine. So we can then throw another special 3. And that's all this fight's going to be, just a big old Doom cycle. So next up on the path is this Strife. Now this is the fight that I'm actually going to use the Nova Flames for with Human Torch, just because it's a little bit easier. Again, you could use someone like Dr. Doom, but you've always got the chance of Strife glancing, whereas with Human Torch, again, that glancing and the cloak will never become a big deal. Plus with just the Nova Flames, if I don't knock them down, obviously the damage will still be quite high and they get all the power stings and everything else. The one thing I would say is that even if you do knock them down, which I'm going to do at some point, you will see it, the Nova Flames will still apply after that. So it was there, I did that just to build up my temperature, so above 10 temperature, I can't then miss through the invisibility, and I just do not want Strife to throw a special 2, because there is no chance of dodging that. So yeah, that's literally just the fight, the way it goes. 8 special 1s where I can. Try and keep my temperature above like 15 if I can. Right, the next fight up is this SpiderMan stealth suit. So, main deal with this SpiderMan issue that might happen to people is he hits like a truck. And he normally seems to get you straight away after his evade. So if you can parry on a medium hit, and then you can just get rid of the evade nice and neatly like that. It's normally the first hit when the evade charge is active and they're not like stunned or anything, they normally tend to evade. But again, there's no guarantee, it can always just be a couple of hits later. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try and make sure that we shrug off the evade like that. And then we can put them into the Doom cycle. And again, just rinse and repeat, just like we did with Venom. But just to keep an eye out for the stealth suit's actual evade charge. You can see the special 2 is pretty simple to dodge, so if you do just keep pushing him there, that's fine. Apocalypse wouldn't really work for this path, neither would Red Magneto, because you'd be knocking them down quite often and you'd be having the debuffs on them, and not really what you'd want. So here's the first time I start putting them in the Doom cycle, and you can just watch the rest of this fight to see it play out pretty easily. So there you can see hardly any health lost on Dr. Doom, that's what we like to see. Storm Pyramid X, I'm going to throw in Nimrod, he just is a pretty solid counter to Storm overall. The only thing I would say that I wasn't quite thinking about as I was doing this fight was that obviously the passive prowesses that they sort of get from the node, they won't be affected, but still, Nimrod does this fight pretty easily. Again, if he was duped and the high sig, which I'd like to hope maybe could happen relatively soon, it obviously really helps his damage output. So that would have been nice and would have ended this fight quicker. But again, if you can, try and always force Storm into a special 1. Don't ever really give her the chance to throw a special 2, because as you're about to see later on in this fight, it hurts. And now we're on to the final fight of the path, so it's this Human Torch. And then that's it. We can just go ahead and look at the mini-boss island after this. So the plan was just to absolutely nuke him down with light attacks, get that bleed off, and just do as much as I could. The fight kind of goes that way, but it doesn't. And you'll see that in this video. I push him to the special too. I'm not quite sure why I did it. I wasn't really paying proper attention. And yeah, there's no way I'm like dodging that. So I tried to dodge that bit, got stunned. He put me into the second life. And then at this point I was like, just go for it. Like, just try and do as much damage as I can. And then if I die, I'll just finish him off with somebody else. So there, I believe, yeah, I'm going to throw another heavy attack here. I was really hoping he'd do it again, but he throws a special too. And just too many prowesses, too little ability to be able to dodge it, and I die. So at this point I'm looking at my team and thinking, oh no, everybody basically does energy damage. So it's just going to be a rancid time. So I just throw my Human Torch just to be like a bit of fodder and to finish them off. But yeah, again, I lost Nick Fury at the end, but that was just me playing like a fool. And apart from that, there wasn't any revives used or anything. And yeah, that's this path done. So I'll leave the video on there. If these videos are helping and you are enjoying them, obviously please do give a like, please subscribe if you want to see future content like this. It really helps me out, and hopefully I can pay that back by helping other people out.